Oh,
No, I don't know. I mean, we had some. I got to see,
you make this stuff work.
there was certain ones that I saw last year that we had $730 per household along the way, and we looked at it and said we're not doing it.
Just not getting enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
and
mean,
we,
is there a tax that we could place on, and we can stop for saying this, on in the urban areas that would help give some type of support to help pay for the infrastructure that should be supplied in the other.
describe
greater
your
areas.
urban area. But here's the
Seven county area. I mean,
Well, yeah, I
seven
mean,
metro
if you
area.
tax Minneapolis and St. Paul, the service provider there is CenturyLink, or the cable company, whoever's servicing those customers, so they could do it. Are they gonna take CenturyLink money and give it to Frontier so that they can service the rural areas? Probably not. I mean, there's, I don't know, that's
yeah,
government
That's
stuff.
the problem.
But I think the point here is, if we were to do anything, you gotta be smart about it, and you gotta try to anticipate unintended consequences and any kind of financing for anything. If we were to do so, you'd really have to be careful of how that arises. And I think that there are lessons to be learned from other states. There are lessons to be learned from maybe the federal government has done. Again, if I could just reiterate, I think if there were to be a government role in any of this, I don't think it necessarily means that it's going to be a public sector driven initiative. I think that I really believe this to the core. That I think if you're really going to have any approach that has legs, that's going to stick around, you're going to have your cooperatives, your local providers engage in a conversation, and that doesn't necessarily have to be the case everywhere because every community is a little bit different. But I mean, we got folks who are doing this already, and so how do we play off of their strengths and areas? But again, I wouldn't want to say, hey, that's the only way to do it. But I think that you really have to, in my mind, have an open mind of creating an environment where there's a true partnership, collaboration, and where the market just is not working, for local funding, for private funding. Is there a state role? I don't know. Those are questions that are really open at this stage. And again, I'm not trying to head show or anything like that. We're just, this is really a